Jamaica tourism recovery requires strong multi-level response and partnership. Jamaica Tourism Minister said historically, tourism has shown a strong ability to adapt, innovate, and recover from adversity. Policymakers, industry leaders, investors, financial institutions, and providers of innovative solutions will be required to collaborate more closely. Investments must be made to build infrastructure to facilitate sustainable tourism and sustainable energy consumption. The minister noted that this strategy will ensure that the tourism sector becomes more resilient, sustainable, inclusive, and competitive during this Jamaica tourism recovery period. Speaking recently during the Caribbean Infrastructure Forum CARIF, Bartlett said, while historically, tourism has shown a strong ability to adapt, innovate and recover from adversity, this unprecedented situation requires new approaches and a strong multi-level response and partnership to achieve some of our loftier recovery goals. He also noted that policymakers, industry leaders, investors, financial institutions and providers of innovative solutions will be required to collaborate more closely to boost and ensure the required investments to build the infrastructure that will facilitate sustainable tourism and sustainable energy consumption in the tourism sector. According to Minister Bartlett, the transition to sustainable tourism will also depend on whether the development of tourism is guided by a national strategy comprising policy, regulatory and institutional frameworks with sufficient incentives to stimulate the development of supply and productive capacity where sustainable goods and services are concerned. This approach to sustainable tourism must also be considered from a regional standpoint as well and should also incorporate strategies to fill gaps in the supply side of the equation in Caribbean tourism. Therefore, Caribbean destinations need to take strategic steps to ensure that we retain more of the US dollars that flow into the region as a result of tourism, he said. He also recommended that more Caribbean destinations utilize the tourism linkages network model, which Jamaica has successfully developed to enhance the synergies between tourism and other sectors, such as manufacturing, agriculture and entertainment. Our tourism linkages network has yielded great success and serves as a prime example of what can be achieved if a robust framework is put in place to strengthen linkages between tourism and other key sectors. The end result will be the development of a more inclusive tourism sector across the region, greater economic growth and job creation, as well as the retention of more of our tourism earnings, said the minister. He also recommended that the region consider a multi-destination marketing approach to aid in the Caribbean's recovery from the pandemic. Noting that implementing strong multi-destination marketing frameworks will help to drive the supply side of the equation and create even greater opportunities for companies within the region to meet the significant demands of tourism on a regional scale. The Caribbean Infrastructure Forum CARIF 2021, now in its fifth year, is being hosted virtually from March 24-26. The event will convene the region's public sector, utilities, financiers, project sponsors and investors to map out the region's infrastructure needs, foster new relationships, and introduce Caribbean projects to international sources of expertise and financing. More news about Jamaica. #RebuildingTravel